Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers NORC, Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Thanks. All right. Hello, everyone. So as always, any props that you want for support, so any pillows, blankets, towels, and just think of that as filling the space. So a lot of what we've been doing this summer is more of a cooling practice because it's been so hot out. So that's what we're going to keep focusing on today. So it basically just means that we're not using a lot of effort. So not like using a lot of active breath and heavy movements, and so that our body can really release and relax. So we're going to start seated today. So you can go ahead and sit yourself up on a blanket or a pillow, or you can just sit on your mat or on the floor. If you do have your AC blasting inside and you know that you might get a little chilly at any point, you can always have a little extra sweatshirt or blanket to put over yourself, because we're cooling the body, but I don't want you to be at any point like shivering in any way. So you can just kind of start to settle yourself in. Maybe you move around a little bit. And just start to close your eyes. Soften your gaze. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, just letting them relax a little bit. Relaxing the jaw. Just finding any comfortable position with the legs. Just a place where you can settle. Letting your hands rest on tops of the legs, wherever's comfortable. Palms may face up or down. Just feeling your breath. Just noticing the inhales and the exhales. And always allowing your breath to become just a little bit more intentional. So just being a little bit more aware as we move through our practice today. Taking a couple of more breaths. Your eyes can be open or closed or somewhere in the middle. Just one more here. Go ahead and reach your arms all the way up to the sky. You can move as slow as you want. When you get to the top, you might even stretch a little bit. If you just woke up. And then if your legs aren't already in a cross, go ahead and cross the legs and bring your hands in front of you. And just start to walk the hands forward. So it doesn't matter how far forward they go. The point at which you'd want to stop is when your hips try to start to lift up to come into that reach with you. So you might get there and then take a little step back, or you might not even get there. It just depends on your body today. And you're welcome to let your head go, or you can keep your neck in a more neutral position. You might feel a little activation through your hands when you first arrive, just to support you in the place where you're folding. But see if you can just slowly start to let that activation go as you hold. Almost feel as if you're trying to just create a little bit more space in your lower back. Like if I came up behind you and just gently touched your low back with my hands, just to almost slowly peel it apart. Although all of the muscles and gravity are going to move on their own to just open up that low back. Depending on how your lower back feels today or in general, it might change how long it takes you to actually feel like you can let go. You might play with taking it a little further. Last couple of breaths here. Whenever we transition, always feel as if we're moving in slow motion. So just piece by piece, start to feel your hands walk in. Your spine might come with it, or it might slowly rise up after it. And let's reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And then bring your hands a little bit behind you. So they're just coming onto the ground behind you, and just find that opening of the heart. So we were rounded forward, we pause back in middle, and now let's find that opposite. Doesn't matter how far you go, just getting a little counter pose here. And then come all the way back up. And go ahead and straighten your legs out in front of you. And you might shake them out because they were folded for a while. And then recross the legs with the other shin in front. So it's the uncomfortable way is the best way to figure it out. So it should feel a little awkward likely when you arrive there. And if it feels really comfortable, maybe play with the other side for a moment and just make sure you're on the other side. It's a really subtle difference, but it is a little bit of a difference. So let's reach the arms all the way back up again. We're gonna do that same exact move. So bringing your hands forward and then slowly walking the hands forward. We're not in any rush to see how far we get. We're not trying to reach really far. We're just slowly walking into that length. And maybe you come across a spot where it's good to pause. You find yourself getting pulled away from your practice, whether it's a sound or a thought, just invite yourself to notice your next inhale or exhale. as we continue to hold for just a little while longer, perhaps playing with going a little bit further. We always invite you to play and not feel like you have to stay where you are. You want to try to go a little more. Last breath here. Nice and slow. As if you're moving in slow motion, just slowly bring yourself up. Nice and slow, lengthen the spine. You can gently bring your hands behind you. Find that little counter, just feeling the heart open, so you don't even have to lean back into the hands. Try to find a little bit of space in the front body. And then start to bring yourself all the way back upright. Extend your legs out in front of you. Shake it out if that feels good. These are all just options. And then just let your legs be straight out in front of you. So they can be as close together as you can possibly make them while feeling like you're able to relax the legs. So the feet can flop open a little bit. And then just start to lean a little forward. It's going to be our last hold. And you can totally just lean on the legs with the arms. Maybe you reach the hands on the legs. Completely yogi's choice. Then your head can be heavy, or you can keep the neck neutral. And then just start to rotate the upper body towards the right leg. So instead of just leaning towards the middle, just leaning a little bit to the right. Stay leaning forward, but come back towards the middle. And then this time, go a little bit over to the left leg. Last couple of breaths here. Then start to bring yourself all the way back to the middle. Now let's pause in the middle for a couple of beats. Slowly start to bring yourself up. Really lengthen the spine. Pretend like there's a string at the top of your head. Gently pulling yourself all the way up nice and tall. And just finding a comfortable position with the legs so they can stay straight out. Or you can cross them or even butterfly them, yogi's choice. But just start to walk both hands over to the right side, allowing the spine to twist and rotate. Not staying for too long, just coming back to the middle and rotate over to the left side. Then starting to come all the way back to the middle. Bring your hands to your legs and just start to round and open the spine. So moving through some of these cat and cow. So feeling the heart pull forward and then hugging the belly in. We're gonna do one more move seated. And then we'll start to bring it down to the ground. A couple more. If that's feeling good, you can always add any other motions in. And then let your left hand come out to the side and just start to reach towards the left side. Your right arm might float up overhead, focusing on stretching the side body. You can even just bend the elbow and let the forearm rest on top of the head. Or always have the option to bring your hand to your hips or your rib cage. So that way your arm's not working so hard, but it's kind of just helping remind the side body to lengthen. Slowly start to bring yourself back up. And then just like a clock, just talk over to the tick tock over to the other side. Again, your arm can be up overhead, that left arm. Or you can have your hand on your hip. You know, we're not going to be here for too long. slowly start to bring yourself upright. Really lengthen through the spine. And you'll start to make your way all the way to lay onto your back. So you can even get there really slow. Maybe come down onto your side body first and then pause. And whenever you're ready, just coming all the way onto your back. Doing whatever you like with the legs when we first get there. Doing whatever you want with the arms, just allowing your body to adjust and settle into this new space. And then just start to bring the arms out into a T. So even if you're still settling in, you know you'll eventually meet with the arms out wide. Just really let the arms be nice and heavy. Feeling the back body. Just beginning to melt and soften into the ground beneath you. Then start to bring the arms up a little bit higher, so more of a Y shape. So they're still resting on the floor. Just changing the angle of the shoulder blade. If the legs aren't already, go ahead and plant the feet on the floor so the knees are pointing up to the sky. Allow the low back to adjust into that spot. Then lift the right foot up and cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. So this is where you can play with the angle of the left leg. You might start to feel like the hips and the legs want to rock a little bit to one side or the other. I don't want you to let the legs fall all the way to the side, but it's okay to let them lean a little bit. Your body is essentially just finding your center of balance. So that way your body can let go a little bit more and not work as hard to hold you into it. Now keeping your left arm as a Y, just begin to walk your right arm all the way up overhead like an I. If your arm wants to lift off of the ground at any point here, I want you to just bring it a little bit wider until the arm can relax. And this is the last piece, and then we're gonna hold. But start to walk the shoulders over to the left. So think as if you're trying to get that left shoulder closer to the left hip, and you're trying to create more space on the right side body. So it's kind of like that side body stretch, except we're just crawling across the floor now. Your legs want to lean a little bit to a different spot now. Just kind of observe what happens as your body moves a little off center. And just begin to settle in here. Last breath here. And slowly start to maneuver your upper body back to center. And let your arms come back into any position is perfect. Take a breath here before you uncross the legs. And now uncross the right leg, bring the right foot down. And then right away, let's get into the second side. So cross the left ankle on top of the right knee. And let the arms eventually find their way back to a Y shape. You may just stay here, or you can make the left arm more of an I. Start to walk the shoulders over to the right. So think that you're trying to get the right shoulder a little bit closer to the right hip and creating more space in the left side of the body. Last few rounds of breath here. You can slowly bring your upper body all the way back to the middle. Gently uncross the legs and extend the legs long in front of you, really releasing the front of the hips finally. Should feel really, really good. You might even take a full body stretch as you reach the arms up overhead. Just allowing your arms to come by your side. you are welcome to stay on your back, or you can always roll onto your side or throw your legs up onto something, a chair, a wall, just to take some pressure out of the lower back. We're already at the end of class. So just using these last few minutes in complete and total gratitude for your practice today. Shavasana. Just starting to bring some awareness back into the space. Bring some awareness back into the body. Inviting small movements back in. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rolling out wrists and ankles. And rocking your head from side to side. When you're ready, you can start to roll onto one side. And nice and gently and slow, start to press yourself up, coming into a comfortable seat and keeping the focus inside. Bringing your hands into your heart center, gently bow your head. Thank yourself for making it to your mat today, for your practice, for your energy, for your breath, and most importantly, for yourself. Namaste.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.